Shanti Ramakrishnaya. Om. Salutations to Bhagavan Ramakrishna. Welcome to the 12th class mantra as a protector in the second series of mantra yoga. Before we can commence here, it's like Happy New Year. It's New Year for a year. So and it's one of those days where Sri Ramakrishna blessed everyone so that they attain spiritual illumination. See, he never asked people to kind of get everything that they wanted. The one thing that is really required in life is spiritual illumination. So he used the word Chaitanya Hok. That is, may you be illumined. And as he has repeatedly said, the mantra is one of the easiest ways to attain this illumination. Holy Mother says, Japat Siddhi. Apart from the mantra leading you to perfection, one of the definitions of mantra also is that which protects. Well, Mananat Trayate iti mantra. What is a mantra? A mantra on whose contemplation one is protected. So this is the idea. So what does one get protected from? We are all safe. Oh no, nobody is safe. This whole world is a world of, you can say, there are so many factors, conscious and unconscious, hidden and not hidden, that takes you by surprise. You always need protection. So the mantra protects you, and from doubts and despairs and sufferings and anxieties, everything. There is you can say, a school of thought that says, when you start repeating the mantra itself is protected by God. So it will see that the body is not disturbed or destroyed. It will see that this mantra attains fruition. So in a way, God protects the mantra and the mantra protects you. That's a wonderful. So the mantra as a protector. So this whole universe, we know this space and this time and this material everywhere. We see these things as gross. But this very atmosphere, if you look at it from the spiritual standpoint, what you get is this atmosphere is teeming with mantras. The rishis of old, they used to meditate and deeply meditate, and they used to intuit these mantras. These mantras are pre-existing before the universe even arose. So these mantras are there all over, everywhere. So it's in the land, in the waters, in the skies, in the you can say earth, in the deep earth, in the bodies, in the minds, everywhere this whole universe is pervaded by the mantras. If you know the secret, take one of them, a representative mantra, which is harmonious with your own nature. We have a tattva, we have a particular nature. By the materials in the body and the past karma, we have a particular orientation and inclination. So a particular mantra becomes representative of you. And you take that from the swirling mass of mantras all over and you start repeating it. Okay? So as we keep on, what happens? This mantra, the person keeps on repeating. One thing is there, almost all the mantras have a mystic syllable. And in this mystic syllable, you will never know the meaning of this mystic syllable through the conscious mind. Conscious perception or cognition can never give you the real meaning of that mystic syllable. You have to become mystical, or your mind has to be raised to the mystical level for you in order to do this japa. So the mantra is generally given by the guru to the disciple, and the disciple teaches you how to do this japa. Okay. There are certain, you can say, rules for doing japa. Now, apart from that, what we find is, as we keep on doing this japa, first it's a name of God, so it's very powerful. You're taking a name which is pre-existing, has always existed in the universe. It is never destroyed. So you find you are now, as you keep on repeating this mantra, that mantra, as it were, starts pervading you. Starts pervading first your mind, conscious mind. Then it pervades the subconscious mind. Then it pervades the body and the mind and the intellect and the ego and everything. This is what actually protects you. There is a kind of a ring of protection around you. You become indestructible, as it were. Your very existence becomes indestructible because you have picked up an indestructible mantra. And as you keep on repeating, the first thing that you notice that you are free from all sense of worries and dualities, and we are in doubt. Doubt is one big, you can say, hurdle in progress. When you do japa with a mantra, you have to have complete faith in that. You cannot be doubting that very mantra which you are repeating it. Is this right? Oh my God. Is this wrong? No, that won't do. You'll have to put your complete faith and trust in what you are repeating. And then the power is released inside. So this is what mananat trayate. Trayate is to protect. The mantra on which is contemplated upon protects you. So your existence, you may come across, you might slip and fall down, or you might have a kind of a small, you can say, accident or whatever. But you're not going to die because of that, till you attain that fruition of the mantra. The mantra is not going to leave you. And in case you have to give up this body, it will be with you in your next birth. Oh yeah, there is a continuity of this mantra. So it has been there with you. This is actually your only real protector, your only friend. People say, does God exist? A person who has been sincerely doing japa for a few years will never ask this question. Never. Because it's apparent to that person who repeats a mantra that existence of God, which was in doubt, it's not there anymore. Okay? So this is how we go. The second way is what the mantra does is, now we know how, if you look at this cosmos and if you look at this world outside, even if you look at LA here, it's a huge city, unbelievable, so huge, everything is so huge, and you are so insignificant, small. And this is what is the state of ignorance. The subject, you, small person, will not make any impact on anybody, on anywhere out in the world. You've given them $1 billion also, you won't do anything much. Yeah, you'll only waste yourself. The world appears huge and you are small. But as you keep on doing your mantra japa, what happens is there is a flip. You grow large and the world becomes small. Yeah, I'm not going to grow physically large because that will go against all the dietitians' advice. Okay. You are growing in knowledge. It is knowledge which actually protects you. So your knowledge keeps on growing and growing and growing. The world appears small. The noble, that which is the world outside, which was very vast, now has become small. Your knowledge has become infinite. Is it possible? With just one small seed will make everything. These are things called knowable. I can know. I may not know what is behind this desk, but I can know it. If I get up and walk behind a desk and say, okay, that's the external world is a knowable. The knowable becomes small, as the scriptures say. And your knowledge, that is, grows vast. So no longer you are frightened of anything, of anybody or anything. You become fearless. It's a tremendous feeling. Yes. So imagine, now you know the very structure of how things work. You will never be deluded. It's a mantra that has been protecting and leading you. It's not just protecting you. Okay, I'll sit down with you here. No. What do we do? If you've got to go somewhere, because that protection is for the protection for the journey from the finite to the infinite. So there you have to be protected. And what is the equipment? When you take a trip outside, you need to take your clothes and water and food, etc., etc. You are equipped for a journey. And how do you equip yourself for the journey to the infinite, to God? Through the mantra. This is how every step you take is take a mantra. Over and over and over again, you are repeating. This is. Now for today's mantra and a practice, we will take Om Shrim Lakshmi Devai Namaha. That's good. Okay. Om Shrim Lakshmi Devai Namaha. It is as simple as that. Om is, we have understood, it's a universal designation of reality. Om. Shrim is the mystic syllable. It is a secret name of the goddess Lakshmi. Now this also, as you repeat it, will bring prosperity. Now, Lakshmi will give you prosperity. Yeah, we know in India, everything, you will worship Lakshmi. Oh my, give me money, give me money, give me money. Shri Vakchanarisnam Smriti Meda Dhriti Shama. You have all the qualities, the beautiful qualities, the spiritual wealth that she confers. That is really what the goddess Lakshmi does. So salutations. Om Shrim Lakshmi Devai Namaha. Okay. So it's a simple thing. Now you have the picture of Lakshmi here. Look at the picture. and try to narrow down your vision from, you can say, go to the details. Okay. You don't need to think much about the lotus. That will come late. Those who are really kind of, who are good meditators, they can take the lotus and this and that. But then just mother's picture itself is kind of, okay. So here she is with the pot of gold of all the wealth. And repeat this mantra, Om Shreem Lakshmi Devai Namaha. That is Om Shreem, salutations to the goddess Lakshmi. Simple as that. Okay. Om Shreem, salutations to the goddess Lakshmi. Om Shreem Lakshmi Devai Namaha. We'll take the Sanskrit, you can say. Close your eyes, please. Sit down straight. Relax all your facial muscles. Keep your eyeballs under the eyelids, closed eyelids, fixed on a point near your chin or on your chin, please. This control of the optic nerve will go a long way in controlling thoughts. Now keep a half smile on your face, please. Now again, visualize what you had seen on the screen. Just the image of the goddess. Yes. If you can't visualize, open your eyes and see the computer screen or whatever screen you have in front. Read the mantra also, please. Now close your eyes. Now visualize the deity. She has filled everything in your head. And repeat this mantra. Om Shreem Lakshmi Devai Namaha. 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 Now repeat it silently while keeping on visualizing the picture of the goddess. Now try to feel that goddess in the hollow of your chest. Your thoracic region is empty, it's just full of space. And the goddess is there inside. And repeat the mantra silently, please. Om Shreem Lakshmi Devyai Namaha. Om Shreem Lakshmi Devyai Namaha. Om Shreem Lakshmi Devyai Namaha. Become absorbed in this chanting silently. Keep on becoming absorbed in the sound of the mantra and in the image of the mother. Plunge deeper. Just let go yourself in the image of the mother. Om Shreem Lakshmi Devyai Namaha. Okay, take a long deep breath and you can slowly open your eyes. This is the idea. When you're visualizing the goddess inside, you generally visualize her behind your closed eyelids. That is like a kind of a screen. But that's a screen of the mind. It is still externalized. Try to make the goddess full inside your head. Like she is filling up your head there. And then later on, bring her down here. And just let go. It's like, you've been holding on to your own sense of individuality or ego. And then, as you're repeating and repeating and repeating, you let go. When you're young, you're learning swimming, you hold the edge of the pool, and then you're deciding, wait. And then you kick yourself away and then you start floating. It's exactly like that. So you're holding on to your sense of identity, and while repeating and repeating and repeating, and then at one point you let go. And as you let go, you go with that sound and the meaning and the visuals of the mother. That is when the mantra will start protecting you. Because if you keep on holding on to your ego, then I want this and I want that also. So they will go, mother will say, you give that up and then you can have this. So this is how we slowly and gradually let go, and that is how we actually grow. The moment we hold on to ourselves, we are narrowing ourselves and the world appears big. And when we let go of ourselves, we grow in knowledge and everything else becomes small. This is how the mantra protects you. Just let go. There is a time, and it may, for people it might take a few days to let go and plunge in. There are some who will take a few months. There are some who will take a few years. That depends on the quality of your mind. But time is no kind of a big, you can say, barrier. As you keep on repeating it, that mantra changes the very structure of your mind itself. Then you will want to let go whenever you meditate on it. So this is just letting go. So where is mother situated? Mother is situated everywhere. But for meditation of a mantra japa purposes, feel her all over in your head. There is no brain there. There is nothing. There's only the mother. Okay, that's a better way. Because your brain is kind of stupid anyway. So, if you think of your mother in your head, that's a better thing. She is everything. So then you bring her down here, you will feel she pervades your chest, all inside your chest. And later on, you'll find she is pervading everything within you. That you are actually existing within her. And then as you keep on meditating, you will feel the presence pervading you, her presence pervading you, inside as well as outside. That's the time you know that you have just let go. And as a mantra you keep on repeating, it becomes spontaneous. You don't need to make any effort. So that effortless floating is what happens. Then you become all pervading and all infinite. Okay. So this much for today. Om, peace, peace, peace.
There are 2 questions, I think. All the way down.
It's all the thank yous. Okay, Happy New Year, son. Everybody Happy New Year. Okay. Sound very low? It's okay. It's okay. 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 All thank yous only. There's no.
Questions all the way down.
Isn't it more ideal to appeal to the highest alone as opposed to lesser deities or partial aspects? Oh yes. When you are meditating on your chosen ideal, it might be Lakshmi, it might be Durga, it might be Kali, it might be Shiva, Vishnu, anyone. For you, that is the highest. Otherwise, you're going to get into, you're going to bar your own spiritual progress. Your Ishta, your chosen ideal, is the highest. That is, it is the form of God itself. It is God. So what about the other deities? They are also parts of that. So somebody who's meditating on Shiva, for him or her, Shiva is the highest. Somebody is meditating on Durga, for him or her, Durga is the highest. That is the way. So this has been dealt up in our Bhagavad Gita classes. Check them up in the last 2 episodes of the class. How do we contemplate on the mystic syllable? It appears like it doesn't have a meaning. Yes, apparently the logical mind will not be able to comprehend the meaning because it's mystical. And if it is kind of, how do you know that? You keep on repeating it. It's like, sandal wood. As the more you rub it, the more fragrance you get out of it. So similarly, as you keep on repeating and repeating, that very mystic syllable will make you a mystic. And then you will be able to understand its meaning. Provisional meaning has been given as that is the name of Lakshmi. That's a mystic name of Lakshmi. Okay. It also means prosperity. Certain words, certain sounds are auspicious to hear. Like if you're walking down on the freeway and you hear the sound of a horn, that's no mystic sound. That's the kind of, it will make you. And then you go to a classical kind of LA Philharmonic concert there, and you hear that sound and oh, wow, beautiful, you're just really elevated. So why didn't you get elevated listening to that sound of that car honking behind you? Oh, no. There are certain sounds which are designed to raise your mind up. The different qualities sounds. So the shrim is one such quality of sound which will give you the insight and the knowledge of mysticism. Okay, that is okay. I have been saying my mantra, but strong negative emotions still come up, anger, etc. What am I doing wrong? Oh no. When you are repeating a mantra, what happens is you by that very repetition are churning your subconscious mind. And all those things are coming out. Things you had put inside, which you had forgotten maybe. Or you've not forgotten, you know it's there. Yeah. So all those things come out. Why do they come out? They have to come out for them to go out or to get killed or kind of hacked to pieces. If they don't come out, that means your mantra is not working. It's a dead mantra. So the very fact that you are repeating this thing and your mantra and the things are coming out, that means it is now working subconsciously also. So that's a good sign. Keep on repeating. And when anger, etc. comes, try to divert your attention to the mantra and let it go. So when you neglect a particular thing, that thing will fade away in time. You don't keep on feeding it. If your anger comes, don't be anger at anger again. So that will create big problem. Sometimes the image of God is not very clear in our heart. What to do? Oh, you've got to do it over and over and over and over and over again. That is abhyasa. That is called practice. That is what is necessary. So you've got to do it repeatedly till the image is stabilized and then it will shine. You need to do it over. And you've got to also remember that it has to be seen in 3D, 3 dimension. When you see an image or meditating on an image, it has to be in 3D. Okay. How mantra gets digested into every drop of blood and it becomes unconscious without our intention. How? Well, you keep on doing it. It's not getting diluted in the blood and entering into your blood, etc. Okay, it's not like that. It is when you say that the body and the mind and the senses are being transformed, there is a element called a Sattva Guna in the body, which is light and joy and happiness and luminosity and energy. These things becomes predominant in one's, you can say, character or personality. So this is the first change you see. All other things like lassitude and torpor and sleep and anger and hatred and all these kind of things, they are all going away because you're changing the, you can say, materials of the body. It's becoming sattva. And as it becomes sattva, you will find your daily habits also are changing because of that. So as your daily habits change, your food habits are changing, your sleep habits are changing, your patterns and everything is changing, you will feel a kind of a lightness. That means that mantra is working within you. Okay. Now if you take the blood of a sattvic person and the blood of a tamasic person, it won't, oh, this is the same thing. These are working on a very subtle level, okay, not on the gross level. How to overcome fear and how do you define fear? Oh, your body knows fear. See? It goes into a kind of a shock. You have something called the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nerves. Okay. Both these are. So one is fight or flight. And the other is rest and digest. Okay. The parasympathetic is rest and digest. So it has to balance. You just simply cannot be fight or flight mode. That stress will kill you. All the blood goes down to the essential things, and the stress hormones, cortisol is thrown in, and the whole thing goes wacky. Your body can't remain in this, you can say, fight or flight mode for a long time, you'll get diseases. Definitely you're going to get diseases. And the first diseases are mental diseases. So you have to have that rest and digest. It has to be balanced. So similarly, fear, everything is frightening. You might lose a job, you might lose a wife, you might lose a limb, you might lose a thunderbolt might come and hit you on your head. A dog might be walking and come and bite you. The whole world is kind of, you don't know what's happening. That's the idea. So how do you define it? Anything that makes you, freezes you, makes you run away, stresses you. That is fear. Okay. In last lecture, okay, you talked about surrendering all actions to God, but trivial tasks like walking, moving, etc. also karma. How to make sure that no karma is left. No, you keep on doing karma. I'm not telling you to give up karma, sit down like a stock or a stone. No, you keep on doing karma, walking, talking, living, this, that, do everything. But don't expect any results from what you are doing. You offer everything to God. You surrender all these things. We are not talking about inactivity. We are talking about activity, not only that, hyperactivity. This is important. Otherwise, saying, okay, give up all karma. No. Whatever you do in the Bhagavad Gita that we have explained, you do it as an offering to me. That is the idea. Okay? Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.